Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? God bless you. I want you to watch this little video. It's a short video of Prophet Uebert Angel. You know, the first time I saw Uebert Angel was long ago, about 2008 or thereabout. 2008 or thereabout. And that day, what I saw he was doing is prophetic. I think the church that time was Spirit Embassy. I don't know if they still answer Spirit Embassy now. And I saw him giving a prophecy to a particular woman that was pregnant. And I'm just going to paraphrase, to sum it up. May not be using the exact word now, but this is literally what he was saying. He said to the woman, "You are pregnant, and your pregnancy was maybe something like 7 months old, 7 months, 3 weeks, 1 day, 10 hours, 24 minutes, and 1 second. Now, and to all this, the woman shouted, "Yes, Papa, yes, Papa, yes, Papa." And to be sincere with you, there was this kind of anger that boiled from within my heart. And I switched, the channel. And that time, I think he and Bushiri was just coming up. They were coming up that time. I can't really be precise again. I don't know if it was 2008 or 2018. I can't actually remember, but it cannot be 2018. It's farther than that. All right. Now, I understand that God knows all things, but God can not always reveal all things to human. If man knows all things, then why do we need a God? You see, and the reason I'm showing you this one too is because of what I understand with all these things. All these things are just propaganda to project the man and not the God that they claim to serve. I want you to listen to this prophecy that he gave about Pele of Brazil. And when King Charles now will vacate the throne and Williams will take over. Please stay tuned. I'll be seeing you at the end of the video. You are welcome to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom.
You are still the head. I'm waiting for William. Sit down. And if we still have a little bit of more years, I will tell you when William is coming. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Your problem is it's been simple. You believe, but there is somebody there who just doesn't want to believe. So the only thing I'm left with now is I'll do just 3 prophecies that will pinpoint the day, the time zone. Sit down. Listen, I know what you think. You think they will believe then. They won't. But I'll do it anyway. Sit down. Sit down. You think I could. Sit down, sit down. You think I didn't know when? I said in January, the queen is dying. Not now, but it's coming soon. That means I'm not talking about January. I'm not talking about February. I'm not talking about March. I said, not now. In April, I said, it's about to happen. I will tell you when it's around the corner. I went to Zimbabwe. I said, it's happening. Now it's happening. I have no idea. As for Pele, I will tell you the actual date. If you doubt, get away.
All right, folks, you are highly welcome back. You see, really, it's not as if I am against Uebert Angel. This video I'm doing, I'm also taking a risk because I'm quite sure that, before too long, he and his foot soldiers will come after this video, to spoil it. But before then, I just want people to look at it with me. if Uebert Angel is this gifted in telling people the date and the time that someone will die, then it means that the members of his family and his church members, and even of about a year or 2 years ago, his son in the Lord, his spiritual son, Bushiri, lost his daughter. I do not know if Uebert Angel was able to see that and prophesy to Bushiri, at least to tell him when this daughter of his could pass away, because that's should be a family that we should think was closer to him, So, but now he's giving prophecies about old people. Of course, the queen died at the ripe age of 96. I think 4 years short of her mother's own, age. And Pele, there has been rumors of death about Pele. Pele has been, very sick. He's been going in and out of hospitals, and I think now he's even using some kind of support to be alive. All right, so that should not be a thing. And speaking about, that he gave the prophecy in January that the queen was going. If the queen had died in the next 2, 3, 4 years, it will still be a prophecy, to his members. He made mention of those that will not believe. I don't have this negative disposition towards the prophetic, but when it becomes, economic, when it becomes, how do I put it now? When there is this kind of shenanigans about it, I don't go about believing it. Even when God sent Isaiah to go and tell Hezekiah to put his house in order because he was going to die, God didn't give Isaiah the specific time and date that the young man would die. But he just told him, go tell him to keep his house in order because he would die. And the king was actually sick at the time. And even when God overturned it, he gave 15 days, 15 years, and did not tell Hezekiah specifically the day he would die. Because if he had told Hezekiah the date he would die, Hezekiah would have stayed in the house and died in his house. All right. Well, anyway, it is not for me to decide for you. But what I just want to show here is how these people use all these things to draw attention to themselves. And this is what God hates most. God, can be lenient in all things, but not when people are trying to share his glory. Even the purported takeover of Prince Williams from King Charles, that he said he was going to talk about. I'm quite sure he has not read this prophecy of Nostradamus, who predicted that King Charles may abdicate the throne, and not Williams that will take the throne, but Harry, the younger brother. I'm sure he hasn't read it. If he has, read it, he will also have a way of trying to play safe and remain in between. And this is not me saying that I am now lending my weight towards the predictions of Nostradamus, but it is said, it has been claimed that even King Charles coming to power, at the time he came, to power, had been prophesied, long before that time. Medieval mystic, let me just read more for you here. Medieval mystic Nostradamus predicted that Prince Harry will become king after Charles. Charles is forced into a shock abdication, according to a book. The bizarre claims were made using a loose interpretation of the French philosopher's work from 1555. So there are specialists who have been interpreting this, the predictions of the man Nostradamus. Author Mario Reading, who wrote a 2005 book on Nostradamus, claims he interpreted one of the mystic's poems to reveal that King Charles would abdicate and give the throne to his youngest son, Harry. Reading also claims Nostradamus alluded to Queen Elizabeth II's death in a poem written more than 450 years ago. In this book, Nostradamus completes prophecies for the future. Reading wrote. The preamble is that Queen England II will die circa 2022 at the age of around 96, 5 years short of her mother's term of life. Prince Williams will be 74 years old in 2022 when he takes over the throne. But the But the resentments held against him by a certain proportion of the British population following his divorce from Diana, Princess of Wales, still persist. The imaginative author derived his kooky interpretation from one of the Nostradamus' lines in which he predicts that a man will replace him who never expected to be king, bypassing Prince William for whatever reason for Harry. Does that mean that Prince William, who would have expected to succeed his father, is no longer in the picture? The writer asks. Prince Harry, by process of default, becomes king in his stead. That would make him King Henry the ninth, aged just 38. So this is just me trying to juxtapose these two. Let me know what you think about the video, please. I'm not leaning towards any side, but my concern is that people should just stop playing God. The prophets of old that were very close to God, that were very, very, very close to God, that their words were power, their words were authority. Some of them, wouldn't even take permission from God, and they spoke. They spoke, and God established their decrees in those days. God did not ask Elijah to call down fire, but he said, if I be a man of God, let fire fall. And God upheld it, So, well, let's understand. And he never presented himself. He was not doing it because he wanted people to know how powerful he was, but that God might be glorified. Thank you so much, people. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section. Stay blessed. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.